Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I wanted to just make a video of something that just came to my mind, and it was basically about my childhood. Like, a lot of my childhood memories have been resurfacing, and a lot of stuff has been coming back around for me to, analyze from a healed adult's mindset. And one of the things was some of the stuff that my mother used to say. So when I graduated high school, I knew I didn't want to go to college. I just knew it wasn't for me. It wasn't something that I was interested in. So I wanted to get a trade. I didn't know what I wanted to trade in yet, but I knew that I wanted to trade. I didn't want to be in school long. I wanted to just graduate high school, get a trade, jump out there and do that trade for a while, and then turn that trade into a business, whatever. That was my goal. So I applied for to be a medical assistant at a school that was called Medics at the time. It was a 9-month program just to get a trade so that I could be a medical assistant, just so I can know the basics so that I can step into the healthcare field. So I went to the school and I applied. And my father had to help me because my mother she didn't give a fuck. She didn't care. She wasn't interested. And now come to think of it, even it was he just wanted the brownie points. He wanted to one up on her to make it seem like he was the more supportive parent. In actuality, he's more of a snake than she is. But anyway, so I was excited because I'm like, wow, I start school, I'm going to be doing this. I'm very excited. Don't mind, I have a little breakout right there. But anyway, I was excited. I came home and I told her, and I was like, yeah, so I applied for a school. I'll be starting next month. This is what it's going to be. This is what I'm going to be doing. And this was her response. And this is the response of a narcissistic parent. I didn't want that for your life. Why would you go apply for something like that? Why would you do that? That's not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to do something else. That was her literal response. And at the time, I think I was 18. I cried my heart out. I did not understand. I'm like, what do you mean? This is not what you want. This is my life. This is my life. So I started to notice that around the age of 17, that's when it started. She started not to really like me that much because she couldn't control me as much. So her and my older sister, another narcissist, would always lie. Like, my older sister would lie on me and tell her that I was doing things that I was absolutely not even thinking about. And so they would come against me. And it was kind of like Cinderella and the stepmother and the stepsisters. But my younger sister wasn't a part of it. She wasn't a part of it. It was just my older sister and my mother. And just having a narcissistic mother is really tough because all of her insecurities will be rolled onto you. I already talked about it before in past videos about how she told me I had a big forehead because she felt that way about herself. So I had a lot of internalized issues that was her own issues she put on me, being a narcissist. And the minute when I started to gain my own independence, my own thoughts, and to stand up for myself because I had my own life that I wanted to live for myself, is when the switch flipped and she started to show a side of her that I never knew was there. She started to gaslight me and make me feel bad for things that I would do and say, and then I would have to go back and apologize. I would have to go back and try to make her feel better because I felt bad about it because of how she made me feel. But in actuality, it was just me being honest and her not liking what I was saying or not liking the fact that she couldn't control me no more. Growing up with a narcissistic parent, and I have 2 narcissistic parents, but I only lived with my dad until I was about 12 because him and my mother separated and he moved out. But I still dealt with him, but not on a daily basis like I did with my mother. So I didn't know about his narcissism until recently. But having parents who only think about themselves and what benefits them for them all the time, as a child, if you don't have the support that you need or people that you can talk to about it, it can really mess you up. It can have you feeling horrible. You won't understand why things are the way they are. You won't understand why you are depressed all the time, why you look in the mirror and hate what you see. You won't understand that is not you until you heal yourself, or you go back and do shadow work, or you go back and heal that inner child. It's just really tough trying to understand how to please a narcissist when you can never please them. They're never able to be pleased because they don't even understand why they are the way they are because they fail to heal. So I basically say all that to say if you've experienced narcissistic parents and narcissistic abuse at a very young age or during your childhood, please do not skip shadow work. You got to do it. You have to go back inside and figure out if most of the stuff that you're carrying around even belongs to you. Because I can guarantee you about 99.9 of the shit that you're dealing with ain't even yours.